Hi everyone, this is Kate Borland and I want to welcome you to my Google Hangout today. We'll be talking about email marketing and growing your list in terms of helping you get back to business. We're going to be going through 60 ways to grow your list. I'm really excited that you're here, and hopefully we'll have some good questions and some good interaction going on. My name is Kate Borland. I'm a digital marketing consultant and area local expert with Constant Contact. You can reach me at kate@kateborland.com, on Facebook at Marketing with Kate, or on Twitter with @KateBorland. So let's talk a little bit about why you should grow your list. Why is it important? And I got a question earlier today that said, well, what do you mean by growing my list? Are we talking about contacts? Are we talking about customers? What are we talking about? And when I'm talking about growing your list, what I mean is that you are collecting a list of people, of interested customers who are raising their hand and saying, I want to do business with you. I'm interested in your product. So I'm talking about collecting email addresses. In our case, we're talking email addresses, but if you were looking at text messaging, it might be phone numbers, so that you're able to follow up with that potential customer, or if you're a nonprofit, that potential donor, after they have left your business and they're not face-to-face with you anymore, with the idea behind it that they're going to come, that you are going to use that information to grow a relationship with them and get them to come back and do more business with you at a later time. So what is a list? A list is an asset to your business. It's something that you can monetize. You can make money with. It's something that you can sell. There's a lot of different things that you can do with the list, and there's a lot of reasons to build a list, and we're going to go through that in the next few minutes. When used consistently, an email marketing list is key to helping you reach your business objectives. It works extremely well at a very affordable price. So what are we going to cover? We're going to start by going over the math behind your list. I'll talk a little bit about the numbers. I promise it won't be really difficult math. We're going to talk about ideas to help you grow your list, and there's not going to be a whole lot of technical stuff here today. We're really just going to be sharing some ideas, and I'm hoping that you're going to walk away from this with some seeds planted, like, oh yeah, I can do that. Let's make that happen, a little bit at a time. What I want you to walk away from this seminar with is not that you have to do every single one of these 60 items, but I want you to pick and choose the ideas that work for your business and that are relevant to you. Okay, so let's talk about the two numbers that we want to consider. We're going to get into the math, and it's really easy math. We're going to talk about your initial customer purchase, and that's the abbreviation ICP. And we're also going to talk about the value of a repeat customer, or your repeat business, which my abbreviating here as VRP. So the two numbers to consider is that for the purposes of this demonstration of what we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes in terms of the numbers, is that your initial customer purchase is $10. I want to keep it really simple because most of us can work with the $10 number in terms of doing math and calculating things out pretty easily. The value of repeat business is going to be $1 a month. And what we're going to assume is that we're going to be adding 100 new emails a month to our list. And I mistyped emails. I hate it when I do that. In any event, so $10 initial purchase, $1 a month repeat business, and I'll explain what that means in a little bit. And you're going to be adding 100 new emails to your list every single month. So let's do the math. So month one, and the reason that there's an initial purchase, most people that you're going to be adding to your email list as a business owner, you have already done business with. They've already made a purchase, or they will be making a purchase very shortly. So you already have some kind of a relationship with them. That's not always true, but as a general rule, it is true. Most people that you're going to be adding to your email list are going to already be a customer. For instance, if you are a restaurant and someone, they're sitting at your restaurant, they're having dinner, they're having a cocktail, whatever it might be, and you're giving them an opportunity to sign up for your email list. Or maybe they're buying a sandwich from a sandwich shop and there's a some sort of a bowl, they're dropping their business card in or something along those lines. So they've made a purchase, they're saying, I like this place, I love this restaurant, I want, you know, a chance to come back here, I want to be reminded. So they give you, you collect their email address. So that initial purchase is $10. So we're going to be assuming that you're adding 100 people to your list every month. 100 people times $10 initial purchase is $1,000. Okay, so that's kind of the basis that we're starting with on a monthly basis. Now, month 2, here, you are adding another 100 people. It's a different 100 people. They're spending their $10, so you're making your base of $1,000 a month. Pretty conservative numbers. But the other thing that's happening is that when you use email properly, what happens is that you bring back in repeat business. So some of those 100 people that you added to your list, to your email marketing list last month, came back in and they purchased. Now, not all 100 of them did, but we're going to assume that maybe 10 people did that came in and they each spent $1. You know, maybe 10 people came in and spent $10, which equals $100. So we're going to assume that by using email marketing to follow up with people, you brought back 10 customers from the 100 that you added last month. So in month 1, you had 100 customers. They purchased $10, and that was $1,000. Month 2, you still have that same 100 people that you're adding to your list, but you're also using email marketing to bring people back, and they're each spending on average $1. 100 people, so that's $100. So in month 2, you're making $1,100. Now we're going to take that through to month 3 also. Now month 3, again, the basis, 100 people, new people added to your list. Your list is now, by month 3, your list now is 300 people, not 100 people. So it's month 1 is 100, plus month 2 is 200, plus month 3 is 300. Okay, so that's 100 times 10 is $1,000. Now, but then the 200 people, but you're having 200 people that came in and spent $1, okay? And that equals $200. So by month 3, by using email marketing, you have that same basis, but you're slowly and gradually bringing your existing customers back, and they're spending money with you. The rule of thumb is that for every person you have on your email list is going to be $1. I think I mentioned that a few minutes ago. So if you focus on growing your list, you have your basis, your core income that you always have every single month, but by communicating with your customers, and remember, when someone asks you to add their name to your email list, they're raising their hand and they're saying, I like your business. I want to come back and do more business with you. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, there's also other opportunities that come into play when you have an email list. And I want you to think for a minute about the newspaper in your town, or maybe it's a convention center or some entertainment. We have like the Cascade Theater here in Redding, California, and you can sign up for their email list, and they will email you events and things that are happening in the community. And they do that because they know that people are going to buy tickets. But there's other opportunities when you have an email list that you can form a joint venture with other like-minded businesses, or they're non-competing business, maybe they're complementary businesses that you can form a joint venture with, and you can use email. Maybe you want to do a cross-promotion where you're offering a coupon for the bar next door. Maybe you're I'm not quite sure what the exact scenario would be, because I'm kind of making this up as I go. But you can do a joint venture with a like-minded business. Let's take the beauty market, or like beauty shops. Maybe you do nail salon. Maybe you're a nail salon and you do nails, and there's a tanning business next door to you. So the two of you, your target audience is going to be very, very similar. So when you build an email list, you can do a trade. You can also sell advertising to that list. It's really the kind of the sky is the limit in terms of when you focus on building an email marketing list, it really does become an asset that is sellable. It becomes goodwill when you sell your business. It's just a really smart business move to make. So let's get started and go through the 60 ways to build a list. Number one, assuming that you are a brick and mortar business, someone comes into your shop, maybe you're an auto repair shop, maybe you're a restaurant, maybe you're a beauty salon, don't forget about the good old paper sign-up sheet, guest book. Give people an opportunity to add their name, email address, and phone number to a simple book, but make sure that you have a system in place where you're adding those names and email addresses to your marketing platform, such as Constant Contact. Keep it simple. Sometimes just a simple paper sign-up sheet is the absolute best thing to do. Okay, number two, ask face-to-face. And you can ask face-to-face wherever you are. Just having a sign-up form, people might forget it. They might not notice it. So when when someone comes into your shop, when your service people are actually going out to service someone at their home or place of business, train your salespeople and your service people to ask for an email address. Again, someone is a customer of yours, give them the opportunity to sign up so that they can come back and do more business with you at a later time. Number three is check your database. Look through your email, look through your existing customers. What email addresses do you have? Don't overlook the obvious here. You probably already have a database somewhere, even if it's an Excel spreadsheet, something handwritten. Somewhere there's some contacts that you can use, and you can reach out to them and request their permission to add you to their list, and just simply ask them to sign up. Number four, ask family and friends. Pretty simple there. Look to your personal network and let people know. Don't be afraid to let people know that what's going on in your business, and ask them to sign up for your email marketing list. Number five, put a fishbowl on the counter. This isn't rocket science, but kind of remember some of the basics and some of the things that you see. Customers, give them an incentive to drop a business card in. Maybe it'll be a gift card, or maybe it'll be some sort of a coupon, a contest. Who knows? Whatever. Be a little bit creative here, but put a fishbowl on the counter and encourage people to drop a business card in, so that you have a drawing once a month for something in exchange for their email address. Number six, when you're calling over the phone, again, going back to train your salespeople that your receptionist, or whoever it is that answers your phone, make it a habit. Develop a script that says, keep the conversation going. We would love to connect with you via email. Can I have your email address? Number seven, use your sidewalk sign. Make sure that you have, and it's really funny on this particular picture, there is nothing here that says, well, it does say, for daily sign up for our weekly email list. It would be really nice if they also had maybe perhaps the website or some sort of a QR code or a text code that someone could sign up for via text. That's what's missing from this sign. But use sidewalk signs, and maybe someone's not going to be doing business with you today, but they want to. Remind them, let people know in your signage that you have an email list, and give them the opportunity to sign up for your list. Number 8, participate in Small Business Saturday. Every single year, and it comes up in, I believe it's November, there's one day that people are really excited about finding new businesses, and it's called Small Business Saturday. So start looking now to participate in that. Become involved in that, and let your customers know that it's happening. And I will send out to anyone who puts a comment below or sends an email to me, I will send you some information on Small Business Saturday, but participate in that. Number 9, add a sign-up form to your Facebook page. Products like Constant Contact will make it really easy for you to do that, but there are lots of tools and apps available that allow you to embed some kind of a form or a tab on your Facebook page, and then you can promote that. You can link back to that tab in your Facebook post, not all the time, but occasionally, so that you remind people that, hey, we have an email list. Would you like to join? Sign up. Because what I want you to remember is that just because someone is a friend or a fan on Facebook, they might not always see your posts. They might not always see your information. So your job as a business owner, your job as a marketer is to connect with your customers in as many ways as possible, without being salesy, but just offering information and value that reminds them that you're in business and reminds them that they like doing business with you. Number 10, use Twitter. Tweet it. You have your sign-up form, have it on your website, so you're going to go ahead and just write a note to yourself. Now, tweet about my email list once a week. So if you're on Twitter, add that to your schedule that at least once a week at different times of the day, you're going to remind people that they can sign up for your list. Okay? Number 10 is update your number 11, update your Facebook cover photo. You can now include a call to action on your cover photo. In years past, you weren't able to do that. It could only be graphic. It could only be a picture. You weren't able to have phone numbers. You weren't able to have anything on your Facebook cover photo, but today you can. So have some fun with it. Be creative. Have some sort of call to action on your Facebook cover photo so that when someone actually comes and lands on your page, they see that, and there's just a gentle reminder that, hey, I want to sign up for the email list. And also, don't be afraid to change out your Facebook cover photo periodically, because whenever you change out your picture or your cover photo at the top of the page, it goes into your news feed and it goes out to your the fans of your page. So put a call to action on your Facebook cover photo. Consider buying Facebook ads. Facebook ads are extremely affordable. You can really supercharge your Facebook list growth with a Facebook ad, and you can add new fans as well as new subscribers to your list. So there's a couple of different ways of doing that, and I will be doing some future hangouts and some future conferences or seminars on using social media and Facebook specifically for growing your business. But simply, spend $5, $10, maybe a week or a couple dollars a day on Facebook ads to promote the posts so that people see them. Use your YouTube channel if you have one. If you're making the leap into online video, which I highly recommend, YouTube is one of the largest search engines on the planet. It's as powerful, in fact, in many ways, it's more powerful than Google. There's a lot of people, myself included, who go to YouTube first to search for information. So if you have a YouTube channel or you're considering having a YouTube channel, make the leap onto online video. Talk about your emails in a video and tell people where to sign up. So create a really quick little video, even from your smartphone, that says, hey, I'm in XYZ business. Sign up for our email list, and here's how you do it. And then you're also able to promote that video on Facebook, on Twitter, and maybe even in your shop. So be creative and create a fun YouTube video to promote your email list. Use Foursquare. Foursquare is a location-based app or social media platform, and it lets you update your business info and post alerts to people in the area. So it's really very location-based. So try sharing a link to your sign-up form and see how it does. You know, it depending on what area you live in, it may or may not be an effective tool for you. If you live in a bigger city, Foursquare is going to be much more powerful than if you live in a local area. But test out everything, and you know, don't be in as many places as you can. Live large. Okay, 15, join a LinkedIn group. LinkedIn groups can be another excellent source. You know, when appropriate, if you use LinkedIn for business and for professional networking, when appropriate, let members of the same LinkedIn groups know about your email list. So you're in LinkedIn, you're conversing, you're building relationships in this LinkedIn group, and you're having a conversation with someone, and maybe you might say, oh, we covered that in our email last week or last month, and there might be an archive to that. So here's a link if you want to my website. You know, feel free to sign up for my list. You're not going to just spam it everywhere. It's when it's appropriate. When it is appropriate, you're having conversations, and it makes sense. You're not going to bring it in out of left field, but within the flow of conversation, within the flow of the group, just take the opportunity to let people know that you do indeed have an email list. Join a Google Plus community. Similar to LinkedIn, Google Plus is a very powerful community tool. A lot of fun stuff happens on Google Plus, and so it's very similar to LinkedIn or Facebook groups. The communities are the place that Google users go to find information. And so again, you know, check in, join a community group on Google Plus, and similar to LinkedIn, when it's appropriate, let people know that give people an opportunity to sign up for your list. Host a tweet chat, number 17. And for those of you who are on Twitter, I am absolutely passionate about Twitter. It's actually perhaps my most favorite social network. But Twitter chats are a really fun way to bring people together around a particular topic. So let's say you are a restaurant, or you're a chef, or maybe you're a cheesecake factory or something along those lines. Let's play cheesecake for some reason. So maybe let's do a chat on cheesecake recipes or ingredients, or you know, if you're a food blog or a restaurant, you're going to talk about food. Or if you are a marketer and you're going to talk about social media, or perhaps you are a photographer and you're going to be talking about you're just going to be, you know, sharing information about photography, you know, cameras, accessories, and those kinds of things. So check out Twitter chats. They're a great way to make connections, excellent way to get people to sign up for your email list, as well as follow you, you know, to help you build your Twitter following as well as even your Facebook following. Again, I'll be sharing some more information about Twitter and chats on my blog posts, so you'll want to make sure you follow that. 18 is use Vine. Vine is just a really short little videos that you see, they're little snapshots, and tell people, you know, create a little 6-second video that says why people should sign up for your email list. Make it short, make it sweet, make it inspirational, post it on your different social networks on Facebook and Twitter, and just kind of tease people and get them over to your website so that they can sign up for your email list. And then 19, add a sign-up link to your social bios. Again, all of this is things you might have thought of, but we're going to present all 60 of them in one place here. So, you know, don't overlook your bios on all of your social networks. You know, add a direct link to your sign-up form on your blog. So allow social connections to see that, and make it up front and center on Twitter, on Facebook, on Pinterest. Every social media profile that you have, add that link there that says, you know, sign up for, you know, here's a link to the blog. Let them know that it's there. Give them the opportunity to connect with you outside of the platform that you're communicating on. And then finally, number 20 is sample your content on Twitter. On Pinterest. Create a board on Pinterest and pin your email newsletter right when it comes out. Use an image from your email or take a screenshot of your entire newsletter and give readers a preview of your content. Tease them with information about your business, with a beautiful graphic, a beautiful image that links back to the web version of your newsletter, so that you're going to entice people. Yeah, this is really good information. I'm going to go ahead and sign up. And then obviously add a sign-up form to your website. You're able to easily add a link to your sign-up form on your website. You can collect emails from people. You can give your sign-up form plenty of visibility by putting it on every single page. So if you're driving traffic to your website, make sure that you're giving people the opportunity to sign up for your newsletter. And then create a reasons to sign up page. Ask your current contacts why they enjoy your newsletter. So this might be similar to a frequently asked questions page, but get feedback. Maybe get some interaction from your existing customers or from your existing subscribers. Ask them what they love about your newsletter. Ask them about a tip that you've shared that has been beneficial and helpful to them, and then create that page on your website and link back to it with, of course, an opt-in form on that page. And then finally, you want to keep your sign-up form short. Don't ask too many questions. The shorter the better. If you can get away with just an email address and a name at first, that's best. But it doesn't always make sense to do that. But typically, the shorter and the easier you make it for people to sign up from your website, the better it is, or the more names you're actually going to get. And then one of the tricks that we use or the tactics that we use, is once someone has actually signed up and maybe you just have an email address, you can use your newsletter at a later time to perhaps give people a reason. Maybe it's going to be a survey, or they're going to they have to require a name in order to have a coupon delivered or something along those lines, so that you're able to collect additional information from them when they come into your store, or some ideas along those lines. So again, only ask for the information that is absolutely necessary. And then 24, add to your blog. Now, some of you might say, well, my blog is my website. It is, but your blog is something that you're sharing articles on a more regular basis. So if someone enjoys what you have to say on your blog, there's a good chance they're going to want to see updates in their inbox also. Remember that oftentimes what I do anyway, and what's a good practice is that when you create a new post on your blog, or there's a new article on your blog, you're able to just use that email to say, hey, this is from the blog this week. Make sure that you check out the article that I wrote. You don't have to write, when you're writing a newsletter, you do not have to write separate content. You can be and spend a whole lot of time developing this information. What you can do is you can write a blog post. Maybe you can share other people's articles, and then once a week or once a month, however often it is, then you just share a list of those blog posts or a list of those articles in your newsletter. What your job with your newsletter is to do is to just connect your customers with information that's going to be beneficial to them. So make sure that wherever possible, on every page of your website, and especially on your blog page where you're writing news and more current content, that you give people the opportunity to sign up for your newsletter. Also, consider guest blogging, either for your local newspaper, for industry publications that are relevant, that your target audience might be reading. And then what you're going to be able to do is have a bio form that leads back to your website and with a link directly to your sign-up form. So Again, consider guest blogging, and if you have any questions, I've got some really good tips on how to find blog posts. So if you have any questions on that, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. And then the other thing is you want to do is you want to comment on other people's blog posts. So participate in the conversation as you're out surfing the internet and reading information that is interesting to you. And most of us, if we're business owners, are reading information that's relevant to our business. So join in that conversation. And when you leave a comment, you'll also usually you're able to add a link back to your website as part of your identifying information. So this can lead people to your website where they can sign up for your email list. And this is actually one of the really most powerful tools that I advise my clients to use, when they're building their list, is join the conversation, comment on other people's blog posts, and that will absolutely help you grow your email list. And then finally, number 27 is test different calls to action. Just because you have one form on your website doesn't mean that you don't ever want to change it. Think of your website and think of your opt-in form sort of like what the seasons. We decorate our houses differently every single season. In the fall, we bring out the Halloween stuff, the rustic kind of feeling things, and we decorate our house that way. In the spring, we bring out much brighter flowers, that kind and springy kinds of things. And so think of your website and your blog in the same way. Test different calls to action. Test different offers and see what works. Because if you're not measuring, you're not marketing. So the biggest mistake that you can make is just build a website and leave it alone. Build an opt-in form and leave it alone. Add different things. Give people a reason to come back to your website. And study the big guys. Study what Walmart does, study what Target does, study what some of the bigger multi-million-dollar companies do. Is they all focus on building lists, and they're changing their offers from season to season and even from month to month. So don't miss a thing. Just join our email list to get updates sent to your inbox once a week. These are some samples of some really good call to actions. Join our list to learn more about what we have to offer. Join our list to receive exclusive discounts. Over 1,000 people have signed up to receive our emails each month. Sign up today. Those are some ideas that you can use in terms of a call to action. And just kind of measure and see which ones get you the best results in terms of signups from people who actually visit your website. Don't overlook online payment forms. If you sell anything online, make sure that you have a system in place where you can collect email addresses when people are making a purchase. Be sure to indicate that they're opting in, so that it might be checked, but there's a form there that says, hey, I am opting in to receive your emails, and give people the opportunity to uncheck that box. And Constant Contact makes it really easy to do that. Consider optimizing your online listings such as Yelp and Google+, and 49% of small businesses have never updated their online listings. That's a huge number. There's a really missed opportunity for local businesses in understanding the local listing platforms such as Google+ and Yelp and Yellow Pages and all of those places that are out there. We call them citation sites, but they're local listings. So optimize them. Either do it yourself or hire someone to go out and what we call claim those listings and optimize the profiles with the most current information about your business and with the most relevant pictures and those kinds of things. Again, you have the opportunity with these online listings to go in and change them often. So kind of have a system in place where maybe once a month or once a quarter someone's going out and checking and seeing what's there and responding. But make sure that you're optimizing and linking back to your opt-in form from Yelp and from Google Plus and from Yahoo Those are really, and Bing also, those are kind of the 4 biggies. If you have a podcast, use your podcast. Mention your email newsletter. So you're kind of getting the trend here. Wherever you are, just ask. It's really that simple. But if you have a podcast, just have you listen to our weekly roundtable. Constant Contact has a really nice podcast. But check it out while you're there to kind of get the idea of what a podcast is. But if you have one, mention your email newsletter during that podcast and give people the opportunity to sign up for your newsletter. Collect emails with an online survey. Online surveys are a very, very powerful tool to get feedback from your customers. Add a sign-up link to your next online survey that you post to your website or to Facebook, and give people the opportunity to opt in to your email list by taking the survey. And it doesn't even have to be about your business. It can even be something fun. Maybe it might be industry specific or questions, just about trivia questions. Those just kind of be creative in terms of creating those kinds of things, and give people the opportunity to take the survey and opt into your email list. And then another really powerful tool is promote your email archive. If you have been using email marketing for a while and you have been sending newsletters, don't forget that you have some of these tools, this knowledge that's there that you can link back to, and you can share your archive on your blog. You can share your archive on your website, on Facebook, even on Twitter. So promote that archive and give people the opportunity to read some of the stuff you've shared in the past, as well as opt in to your newsletter from that archive. Put a sign-up link in your newsletter. Now, I often get questions about this. Well, why would I enter a sign-up link in my newsletter? Because people share your newsletter. When you send a newsletter to someone who is already subscribed to your list, very often the information is shared to someone else that they know. So if you add that sign-up form right in your newsletter, to give that person that it was shared with the opportunity to also subscribe to your newsletter. So kind of think outside the box a little bit, and wherever you possibly can put an opt-in form, do. And number 34 is add social share buttons to your email. Now what a social share button is these little buttons right up here, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, like us on Facebook here, is, when you click this button, you're able to actually share it to your Facebook profile. So right from the email. So maybe someone doesn't want to forward it via email, but they do want to share this information on their newsletter, on their Facebook page or their Google Plus page. So you never know, different people react to things or do things differently. So be as available as you possibly can be and use all of the tools available to you in order to do that. And then also use the tool forward to a friend. When you're using a marketing platform, an email marketing tool, most of the tools out there will indeed have a way that you can have forward to a friend. So when you tell people what to do, they're reading your newsletter, they enjoy it, tell them to share it, and they will. So be sure to add that button. And it looks just like this right here. Forward the email to a friend, and then you're also able to monitor how many people actually shared this particular post. So be sure that you add that to every single email that you send out. And then finally, don't forget your email signature. This is perhaps one of the most overlooked assets that you have available to us. All of us are emailing all day long. So add your email signature with a link that goes back to your list. I can't tell you how many signups I get from my email. I get from my email signature. I get all kinds of people to sign up for my email marketing list. And you'll also be really surprised by doing it, by adding a signature line. people really click on those links. They really do indeed read that information. So don't overlook your email signature. And then use PicMonkey. Now, PicMonkey is a really wonderful tool that lets you put text over images. So let's say you took a picture of something, maybe it was a new item from your store, or it's a, you know, obviously this is a picture of a beautiful, you know, ocean or beach. But you can use PicMonkey, and you're able to, you know, want to get away, join our mailing list for exclusive travel deals. This is obviously a travel agency. So use PicMonkey to lay over images and put a call to action on pictures that you share on Facebook, that you share on Twitter, as well as Pinterest. And again, share it anywhere you possibly can share it. And then finally, there's an app for that. Download the Quick View app from Constant Contact so that you can enter new emails on the go. So how many times have you been in the grocery store line and you're talking to somebody and they might be a really good customer? I even often run into people at the gas station when I'm, you know, you're pumping your gas and you're talking to people, you know, at the island, and normally in lieu of trading business cards, it's, you know, just download the Constant Contact app, input their email address, and voila, they're right there added to your email list, and it's just emails on the go. Really nice little tool. And then another option is use text to join. So more than half of all Americans now have smartphones, and it's growing. So Constant Contact, when you have a Constant Contact account, there's a text to join feature. So maybe you don't have the app on your phone, or your phone's out of juice or whatever, but you can tell someone that you're talking to, oh, you want to join my email list? Great. Just text 12345 to, you know, or this word to 12345, and then they will automatically go through the process where they are signed up for your email list. So that's number 39. We're more than halfway through at this point. And then number 40 is use a QR code. Now, for those of you who don't know what a QR code is, a QR code is kind of a pre-formatted little square that contains a link, and it contains a link back to whatever website you want, or, you know, whatever website or information you want to share. And a very good use of a QR code is on the back of business cards, on any of your signage, on flyers. Have a QR code on there that people can scan with their phone. It will take them directly to an opt-in form that they're able to enter their email address. And again, different people are going to use different tools and, you know, and do things differently, but QR codes are a very, very effective way of helping you build your email list. And then finally, use an iPad. You know, so you've got a new iPad, you know, at the office. You know, consider having a deck-mounted, you know, iPad right by the counter so that people can enter their own email address. So it's going to come up, you know, please enter your email address, and you're going to give them the opportunity to do that right there. Again, iCapture is there's an called the iCapture app that is you can download and have show up on the iPad or display on the iPad, and so your customers are able to just enter their information by themselves right there at your counter. It works very, very effectively. Use a brochure. I'll go old school, but giving out flyers, brochures, or pamphlets at your store or office. If you're doing an event, if you're doing Market Fest, or you're doing some fundraising somewhere, you're involved in a nonprofit, volunteering, wherever you're going to be giving your brochure, make sure that you have a place on your brochure, a call to action on your brochure, reminding people that, hey, we have an email list, we have a newsletter that we send out, sign up for it, and we'll connect with you, and we'll make sure that you stay in touch with us. Run an ad in the newspaper. Now, most people wouldn't think of this, but you can do that. You know, get the most out of your print advertising. Don't just run an ad that says, come see my store, I've got this sale. The whole idea behind email marketing is that you're building a list, an asset of people who raise their hand and say, I want to do business with this company, I like this company. So in, you know, a print ad, even on Craigslist for that matter, run an ad that talks about your business. Says, hey, sign up for a free offer, sign up for something, sign up for a coupon, and bring people to your website so that they're able to sign up for your newsletter. And then also on your business cards, again, the QR code that we talked about, you can have text to join. You can do all kinds of different things, but again, use your business cards as another very, very effective tool that helps people to sign up for your list. Don't forget your menu. If you're a restaurant or coffee shop, do not forget your menu. Add a QR code on your menu or a text to join on your menu, and let people sign up right from your, they're sitting there talking, they're waiting for their food, they're having a cup of coffee, maybe they're having a glass of wine. They're probably playing with their phones because so many of us do. So have some sort of a call to action on a table tent or something on the table and give people the opportunity to sign up for the email list right from the table. Use shipping boxes. If you're mailing things, if you have maybe a mail order business or for whatever reason you're mailing things out to customers, shipping orders to customers who place an online order, put a QR code on your boxes and encourage people to sign up right from either the print label or if you have custom printed boxes, but use that QR code as a way to encourage people to sign up for your email list. Don't forget event registrations. Stay in touch before, during, and after your event by collecting email addresses ahead of time when people register. So certainly use Constant Contact is a wonderful, wonderful event marketing tool that lets you ask for the first name, the last name, email address. Actually, you can have a whole survey here. Ask her all kinds of different information here, but when you're scheduling an event, make sure that you offer an online option that will then allow people to enter their email address so they can connect with you after the fact. And remember that when you're at the event to collect email addresses, very often what will happen is that people will come, they will sign up for an event, but maybe someone else actually shows up for them or they bring a guest. So make sure that when you're checking people in, if they didn't pre-register, that you have a system in place that collects their email addresses and their names and maybe even their phone numbers actually live at the event. What I will often do is I will ask for business cards. So I'll have people sign in. I'll ask people for their email address on the sign-in form, but I also have a way that I ask for business cards. And what that does is allows me to have a little bit of redundancy so that I can offer as many opportunities as possible to reconnect with people who have been to one of my seminars or attended one of my events. And then it allows me to kind of cycle back through and connect with people at a later point in time with additional relevant information for them. Consider being a sponsor. So work with other businesses and organizations in your community to host an event. It's a great and easy way to introduce your business and your email list to a whole new audience. So let's say that you have I know in Reading we have Market Fest. Consider sponsoring Market Fest or considering sponsoring one of the multitude of amazing nonprofits that are available in your community. And when you do that, you're normally going to get some sort of a call out on their website or on their printed material, and have a link to your website there that takes them to a sign-up form that maybe you're going to offer some kind of a special for or a coupon for people who actually have attended that event, so that you're giving them a reason to sign up for your email list, but you're getting your name out there, and it should be more than just getting your name out there. Use every possible opportunity to have a call to action and connect with customers who, again, want to do business with you and who are, like-minded. Consider booking a speaking engagement. If people are interested in what you have to say, there's a good chance they'll also be interested in what you write in your newsletter, how you follow up with them. So book a speaking engagement if it's relevant, as an insurance agent or a financial consultant, partner with different people and form an event. But book a speaking engagement, and again, as an event, follow up with and collect email addresses from that speaking engagement. They can also be a Google Hangout, kind of like this one. You can also do do online Google Hangouts, those kinds of things, and collect emails from that avenue if that entices you at all or interests you at all. Again, you own a restaurant, use table tents. If you don't use table tents in your restaurant, consider doing so, and make sure that you're going to add a QR code or a text to sign up or something along those lines to that table tent. Again, encouraging people to sign up for your email list. Consider running an in-store raffle. An in-store raffle might be a gift card, it might be an item in your store, but let people, give people a ticket, they have to sign their email address on the back of the ticket, and then once a month or once a week or however often you want to do that, you're going to draw that coupon out, and then you've got all of the email addresses from people. You're going to add them into then your marketing software tool, which will then allow you to connect with people for future promotions, future offers. What works really, really well in raffle type situations is to, you have the winner, you're going to announce the winner, but then maybe you're going to offer 10% off or $1 off or some kind of a coupon to people who entered the raffle, and what that does is that then brings people back into your business. So we're going back to that dollar principle. If you think that way with your newsletter, then what you're doing is you're giving people an opportunity to come back into your store. Maybe you're giving them 10% off, but they're going to spend significantly more than that, and they're going to bring cash into your business and new customers into your business on an ongoing basis. Consider running a Facebook sweepstakes if you have not done that. Constant Contact has a tool called Social Campaigns, which makes it very, very simple for you to run Facebook contests and those types of things. So really look into that. There are other tools available also that I sometimes use. But when you run a Facebook contest, consider running one in a way that where you're collecting email addresses that will then again allow you to connect with people outside of Facebook and get them actually into your store, have a conversation with them, again, building that relationship, because really that's what it's all about. Consider starting a loyalty program. Look for ways to reward your customers and grow your email list in the process. So loyalty programs are extremely effective. It might be a punch card, maybe it's an app, whatever it might be through a loyalty program. The more times people come into your store, they'll earn some kind of a prize, and as part of being a member of the loyalty program, you're required to enter your email address. It works very, very effectively. Run a birthday club, similar to a loyalty program, but if you have a birthday club, you're going to send out maybe some sort of a special offer on the people's birthday, and in order to do that, you need to have their email address. So create a club to help celebrate your customers' birthdays, make them feel good and special, and bring them back into your store during their birthday month at the same time. Consider running a local deal. Local deals are, again, very, very effective for connecting with new customers. You don't want to overdo local deals, but run them periodically, test them. And if you want deal buyers to come back after the deal is over, you need to make it easy for people to join your list. So the reason that deals don't typically work is that there's no way to reconnect and cycle that person back into your business. So make sure that if you're running a deal that there's a mechanism in place to collect an email address or a text message for a phone number for a text message, so that you're able to add that person to your list. Again, they raised their hand, they requested your deal, they raised their hand, they're interested in doing business with you. So give them the opportunity, make it easy for them to come back in to visit your business. And then also ask whenever someone redeems an offer. Testing your luck, like with maybe Groupon or one of the big coupon sites. Don't forget to ask new customers to join your mailing list when they redeem the offer. Every single opportunity you have, if you kind of get the theme of this whole presentation, it really is about think outside the box every possible way you can, every possible time you can. Ask, gently remind people that you have an email list. And if you look at, all of the big box stores, from Kohl's to CVS, every grocery store I can think of, they all have a call to action. Enter your email address and we'll send you a $5 coupon. Enter your email address and we'll do this for you. So obviously it works. Tools like Constant Contact make it very, very simple for smaller local businesses to implement the big box or the big store strategies that work. So model what the big guys do, and collect that email address wherever you possibly can. And then also consider offering a coupon on Facebook. Facebook recently it changed this strategy a little bit. So there are some additional rules, but Constant Contact's on top of that in terms of making sure of what you're able to do. But celebrate Earth Day with a like. Do some kind of an offer in exchange for a like on Facebook, and make it relevant to your business. So what you don't want to do is, if you are a coffee shop, you don't want to offer a piece of electronics or something like that for a like. You want it to be relevant to what your customer will actually come into your store and buy. So that's just kind of a tip on that. And then also consider offering a piece of content. So I know for me on my website, it is, there's a couple of different checklists that people are able to download. So maybe if you are, an insurance agency or, an auto repair shop, offer some sort of a piece of downloadable content that gives them information about maintenance of their car, or something that's going to be very valuable to them, as about insurance or investments or something along those lines. So think outside the box, and think through frequently asked questions that people ask, and answer those questions in maybe a downloadable format that people enter their email address and then they're sent the file to download and keep on record for themselves. And then finally, consider this one, which is offer an incentive to your employees. Get your employees excited about growing your email list by offering it at a price to the employee who collects the most email addresses. And make some fun out of it. So create a friendly competition among your employees, so that they're part of the activity. They're part of the journey, so to speak, in terms of helping you collect those email addresses. And that's just a really extremely powerful way to get some buy-in from everybody in your store, everybody in your business, to help you grow your list. So I hope that you've gotten some good ideas from the 60 tips to grow your business. And this presentation will stay online for a little while, so you'll be able to go ahead and watch it again if you'd like. I do want to do a little bit of a pitch here for Constant Contact. Constant Contact is the sponsor of this presentation, and we have a couple of really amazing tools, what we call Toolkit. And what Toolkit is, it is really a very powerful marketing toolkit for small businesses that includes newsletters and announcements, offers and promotions, Facebook. I'm not quite sure why this is all overlapping like that, but Facebook posts and Facebook marketing, as well as event registration. So it's a very powerful toolkit that you're able to use to handle every single element that we talked about in these 60 steps to grow your list, ideas to grow your list, can be handled right from the Constant Contact toolkit. So hopefully that has been helpful to you. Couple of other things here. Let's go a little bit about Constant Contact in terms of what the back end looks like. So this is what your dashboard looks like. So you've got your home, you're able to create an email, you can create a survey, be able to create an event, social campaigns on Facebook. It's a very, very simple, easy to navigate dashboard that will literally let you run your marketing business from this dashboard. So if you haven't considered Constant Contact before, especially if you're a small business and you work in a local level, Constant Contact is an extremely powerful tool to consider. Kind of some ways that how it looks. Any questions that you might have, if you want to go ahead and type them in the chat box below, that would be great. Okay. Yeah, Doug, what we're able to do is with Constant Contact is really, there are other tools, like, there's also MailChimp and Vertical Response, and there are other tools that you can use. Constant Contact is probably one of the most comprehensive for local businesses, and we give a lot back to the community, or the company gives a lot back to the community, and it really has been totally focused on providing kind of a one-stop shop for you. In terms of growing your list itself, why you grow a list, you grow a list to bring customers back in. And any questions about the math? You good with that? Okay, awesome. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. What I also want to do is, right now, because we're coming into we're ending the year, we're going into the biggest time of the year, the busiest time of the year for many of us, September, October, through Thanksgiving. So I am challenging myself to really focus on growing my own email marketing list. So I'm inviting all of you to join me in the Grow Your List Challenge. So if you would go to growyourlist.com, just click on that link and just kind of opt in. Say, yeah, stand up and say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work with you, Kate, to grow your list. I'm going to grow mine right alongside with you. What you're going to get is, there's no cost to do this. This is just simply about a 30-day challenge. It might be a little bit less than that, but we're probably about a 3 to 4 week challenge where we're just going to go in and we're going to really focus on getting your questions answered. We'll have a Facebook group that everyone's able to sign up for and join in, and we'll work together on a daily basis to share some videos with you and get you some information to get you started on growing your list using some of these 60 tactics that we have, as well as others, and there'll be a lot of support and camaraderie within that group. So go to growyourlistchallenge.com, sign up to commit to growing your list over the course of the next 30 days, and let's do this together. As for Constant Contact, you can also take that for a spin. Here's the pricing on it. The basic email is $20 a month. The full package, which includes the full toolkit, is $45. And I will send a link to everybody. I'll post a link below in the video in terms of how to sign up for that. There is a trial period. Now, you're not required to use Constant Contact for the Grow Your List Challenge. However, I will be using Constant Contact in that challenge, so a lot of the trainings will be done with that, with Constant Contact. So certainly, if you want to sign up for a 30-day challenge, or for a 30-day trial, or a 60-day trial, feel free to do that. And again, I will be posting a link in the comments below. Okay, so feel free to take it for a spin. It's a really, really powerful tool. If you have any questions for me that you would like to reach out to me from, you can find me at kateborland.com. You can reach out to me on Facebook at facebook.com/marketingwithkate, Twitter at Kate Borland, or via my email, the old-fashioned way, at kate@kateborland. Looking forward to connecting with you in the Grow Your List Challenge. And thanks very much for signing up for attending the Hangout. It's been great. Talk to you soon.